Robert, you're going to laugh.
Not necessarily.
No, you will, believe me. It's preposterous, absolutely preposterous. I'm embarrassed to even mention it.
Well, now you've got me curious.
It was a premonition. I just had this feeling that Celia was in some sort of trouble. I don't know why exactly, but I just knew.
When did this happen?
The premonition? Well, I had just come out of OR, I remember, and, would you excuse me?
Sure.
Thank you, darling. Hello?
Are you alone?
No.
Scorpio already there?
Yes.
All right, whether he's asked or not yet, the alibi is you broke off your key in the locker, you could not get in, you could not get your clothes, and therefore you went home in your scrubs.
Excellent. Has the medication been administered yet?
Yes, we had a professional thief break off the key in the lock. It all looks just right.
Thank you for the information, Doctor. I'll be hearing from you shortly, I hope. Thank you. Doctor's work is never done. Now tell me, where was I?
You were talking about the premonition, which I found fascinating.
Oh, that's right, and I just remembered when I got it. It was right after I broke my key off.
Your key?
Yes, key to my locker. I had just finished up in OR, and I went down to the locker room to change my clothes, and I was so preoccupied with the surgery that I broke my key. Actually, I've been having some trouble with that lock for a while now.
Right after you got this premonition, huh?
No, it was a couple of minutes later. I stopped up at the desk, and the nurse there gave me the message from Celia, and I just rushed right out.
Was the locker fixed?
You know, I don't know. I kind of doubt it, though, because I never reported it. I can tell you this much, for certain. That's where my clothes are.
Well, good. Then I won't have to bring any for you. They're already here.
Robert, if there aren't too many more questions, Georgia had just given me a little bit of medication to help me sleep, and I'm getting a little drowsy.
Of course.
Thanks.
Talk to you later. Sleep well.
I don't think I have much choice.
I may want to question you again later on.
You know where to find me.
Good night.
Thanks, darling. Thank you, Robert. I want you up here right now. And Gregory, too. What? I don't give a damn about that. You find an excuse for him. I need to see the two of you within half an hour. What if you don't come? Well, I'll tell you what. If you don't come, I'm just going to get out of this bed and I'm going to find you. No more discussion about this, Natalie. Either you're going to be here or I am through with you, Gregory, and the mission.
This kid is really something. Oh, she calls me before she does anything. Daddy, can I do this? Daddy, can I buy that? Daddy, can I go here? Can I go there? I tell you, it's really something. She even tells me about the guys she dates.
Sounds as if you have a very special relationship.
It's a very honest relationship. I mean, she tells me everything.
Everything, huh?
Yeah. It's very unusual because girls that age are generally rebellious. You know, they are very much into their own thing. But not her. She's a rare exception. She's just a very polite young lady.
Brock, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to let you tell me this because it's simply not true.
What are you talking about?
Before you got on the phone with her, she was short and abrasive. She was downright rude to me.
Oh, come on. You couldn't have been on the phone with her for, what, a minute?
Well, I'd hate to see what would happen if she were on for 5.
Oh, come on. It couldn't have been that bad.
You're not surprised about this, are you?
Well...
I'm telling you that your daughter was extremely rude to me, and you're tossing it off as if it happens all the time. That's it. It does happen all the time, doesn't it?
Well, let's just say it's a little problem that she has.
Jealousy of the women in your life?
It's not uncommon.
This doesn't upset you?
It's something she'll grow out of. She's just going through a phase. You see, throughout her life, we've always been very, very close, the two of us. So naturally, she gets resentful if I pay attention to someone else.
So what are you going to do about it?
About what?
Her problem.
Well, look, it's not a problem, not exactly.
Sounds that way to me.
It's something that, it's just a natural jealousy, you see. Because we two have been so close, you know, it's just her and me.
Well, if she treats everyone the way she treated me, I can understand why.
Well, maybe you're just not used to somebody like her. So.
What does that mean?
Well, let's face it, kid, you both have grown up in very different environments.
She in a better one.
No, I didn't say that.
Well, you might as well have.
Hey, wait a minute, where are you going?
You think I'm going to stick around after what you just said? Forget
I didn't say it. I didn't say it. You assumed it.
Well, my assumption was apparently right.
Okay, I'll admit she's a little unruly. But I'll straighten her out, I'll tell you.
She's too old for spanking.
I will talk to her.
You just did.
Yeah, but I didn't know what she said to you.
Brock, I'm not talking about the conversation. I'm talking about your entire attitude. Sounds to me as if that girl has you wrapped around her finger.
Oh, look who's being jealous now.
No. But don't worry, Brock. I wouldn't dream of coming between you and your daughter.
Wait a minute. Just wait a minute. Will you listen to me? Listen to me. Anything between you and me has nothing to do with my daughter.
Try saying that again, Brock. Only this time, phrase it as a question to yourself. Good night.
Wait a minute. What are you talking about? What about...
Next time, answer the phone, you said.
What about tonight?
I realized I was such an influence on you.
I guess once you've had your first goat's milkshake, it's a tough habit to break.
I'm glad you happened by. I've been eating at that health food place so often, I was beginning to get sick of it.
You could have come by my place.
Yeah, I guess so.
As for my happening by the bean sprout, it really wasn't quite by accident.
Oh?
I was kind of looking for you.
Yeah. I missed you, too.
Thanks for walking me home.
Sure.
Do you ever get this thought in your mind, some thought, any thought, and no matter what you do, you can't seem to get rid of it? It just keeps coming back over and over again, and you don't know why it's bothering you so
All the
much.
time.
Well, that's exactly what was happening to me today. I felt like...
What?
I felt like you and I were avoiding each other for all the wrong reasons because of too many misunderstandings.
You watching the diner?
You?
Good. Let's go to my place. You want to, don't you?
Yes.
Well, then what's the problem? That's what this reconciliation's all about, isn't it?
I'm not sure.
Rose, it's a long walk to the bean sprout.
I can't get it out of my head.
What?
I wanted to see you. I missed you, but I just can't forget the differences between us. Maybe it'd be best if we stayed friends.
I've got friends. Lots of them. What I need now is a lover. You don't want me for that? Well, I'll understand. I'll accept it.
You know that's not true.
Well, then why let the opinion of some old biddy get in our way?
It's not just the old biddy.
You feel the same way, then? You think I'm not good enough for you because I'm not the son of a daughter of Ireland?
Of course not. Don't be silly.
Silly? I heard the hesitation in your voice, Rose. It's my job, remember? Gauging emotions through testimony.
Well, I didn't know I was on the stand.
I didn't know I was either.
I'm just trying to figure things out.
Great. It's your choice. The convent for life or step into the real world. Let me know when you've made up your mind.
Security officer to 113 West Wing. Security officer to 113 West Wing.
You keep blocking traffic like that, I just may put you to work.
Can't. It's my day off.
I know. That's why I'm thinking of having a doctor examine you. There must be something wrong for you to be coming down here on your day off.
I'm meeting someone.
Who?
I can't tell you. You tell Leslie.
That has the distinct ring of mischief.
It does, doesn't it? Second thought, maybe you should call Leslie down here. It's about Mike.
Something's happened to him?
I don't know. See, I got a phone call from Lou, and she was going to give me a message from Blackie, but she was working over at Kelly's, and some guy interrupted her, and she hung up on me. And at this point, all I know is that I'm supposed to meet Blackie here.
That's too confusing for me. I'll just get Leslie down here.
Thanks.
Mike! Hey, what's the big deal? Where have you been?
All right, cool out, Amy. He's been around. Don't worry about it.
We have been so worried about you.
I'm okay.
You're not scared anymore?
No, you see, Blackie explained everything to me. It's okay now.
Hello, what's up? Hi.
Oh, you might say we're having a little family reunion here.
Yeah. Well, I want you guys to know I saw Rick, and he is doing just fine.
All right, well, you tell little Mikey about that.
Yeah. Oh?
Mm-hmm.
Mike?
Mama, see, while I was in the cafeteria, there were these two guys, and they were talking about a guy that died. I thought they were talking about Doc Rick.
Oh, baby. Oh, no, 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 no. It's not Rick. Absolutely not. Rick is getting stronger every minute.
I just thought...
I know you did, but you have to understand something, sweetheart. There are lots of people that had operations in this hospital today. Rick's was just one of them.
Yeah, listen here, kid. You can't believe everything you hear.
Well, then I gotta see him.
What do you mean?
Well, you guys say he's okay, but until I see him, I won't take anyone's word for it.
Oh, you're gonna have to, because they don't let any visitors in CICU.
Why not? Mom, Leslie?
Well, it's because most of the people there are...
Too sick?
No, not strong enough for visitors. It's a precautionary sort of thing.
I don't care what it is. I want to see Doc Rick right now. Please?
You're trying all of it, right, kid? Oh, well, I'll tell you. I happen to have a small amount of influence in this hospital, and if you don't tell anyone, I'll see what I can do. Skull.
All right.
I understand that Dr. Putnam is in the hospital?
Yes, but as a patient.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I'd like to visit him if I could.
Oh, yes, of course. 7th floor, 714.
714. Thank you.
Dr. Frank Richard, call X-ray staff.
Just like he said it was.
What is wrong with me?
On All My Children, they're exciting, they're beautiful, they're dynamic. Meet the women of All My Children. Jenny, Brooke, Erica, Daisy.
It's terrific.
And on the edge of night, it's where the romance began.
You're always dancing with him.
Well, I like him. I trust him. Robbie knows what's best for me.
Now the video disco holds hidden dangers. All My Children, the edge of night. Weekdays.
Mikey,
Hi, Doc Rick.
how did you get in here?
Mom, Leslie sent me in.
How you doing, Tiger?
Oh, I'm great. How are you?
Well, I'm gonna be just like new. Just like new.
Can we go fishing soon?
You can bet on that, yeah.
Doc Rick,
Yes, son.
I was worried about you.
Thank you.
We wouldn't know what to do if, you know, if you died. It'd be real hard if something like that happened.
Well, that didn't happen, did it?
Doc Rick, I don't care about anything else. Even fishing, as long as you come home soon. Doc Rick?
Yeah.
I love you.
I love you too, Mikey.
Now, you guys, you don't have to worry anymore, because Doc Rick's gonna be just fine. Oh.
Your silence has been a bit unnerving.
I've just been waiting to regain some of my strength before giving you a piece of my mind.
Well, Grant, before you say something that I think you might regret, might I remind you who you're talking to?
I wouldn't give a damn if you were the head of the entire DVX. That scorpion was a miserable piece of conniving and one that never should have been attempted. It was risky, it was stupid, and it was completely uncalled for.
Are you finished?
No, there's one more thing, and you better listen well, Natalie, because if you or Gregory do so much as harm one hair on Celia's head, I will abort the mission.
Abort the mission?
You heard me.
Well, Grant, I think that I will attribute the foolishness of that remark to the fact that you're still under medication.
Fine. Then you come back, and the moment I'm released, I'll say it for you again.
I think I might warn you I wouldn't do that in front of Gregory.
I don't care who hears me, Natalie. As a matter of fact, maybe it's time I began to exercise a bit of my own power.
You have orders.
I also expect some respect.
Well, don't expect too much.
Well, is it
Dr. Putnam, I was very sorry to hear that you were ill.
I can imagine.
I felt after everything you'd done for me with my hand problem, the least that I could do was drop by and express my concern.
Drop the paranoia, Gregory. No one can hear us.
Never hurts to be cautious, does it?
Isn't that an interesting remark coming from you?
It was a mistake of you to request this meeting, but I've decided to make an allowance because of your recent accident.
Accident? The only accident was that I was stung instead of Celia.
It's amazing how some people bring accidents on themselves. You know, there's nothing more dangerous than a careless attitude.
That hardly describes mine.
Oh, you're right. It doesn't really do justice to you, does it? You've been hesitant. You've been cowardly. You've been unwilling or unable to seize an opportunity. You've been all of those, haven't you, Grant? And much worse, you've been stupid. You've been stupid over and over again. If you'd been as successful in the first place as you should have been, you wouldn't even be in Port Charles now, and there wouldn't be any need for accidents to anyone.
You both know exactly what I have been up against.
You've been up against your own fear. And I've been patient up till now, but now I'm all done. As soon as you recover, you will complete your mission.
That about says it. Well, I'll tell you what, Gregory. If you have that little confidence in me, why don't you just find someone else to do your job?
If I had the time, I wouldn't hesitate. As it is, unfortunately, it has to be you. I'm stuck with you, and you're stuck with me. You will get into the lab. You will steal the microfilm. And you will kill Dr. Gerald.
And if I don't?
Then there'll be no place on this earth that you can hide. But once you've finished, we'll get you out of the country immediately. I've already arranged for that.
What happens to the people I've left behind?
They'll remain safe.
I'll think about it.
Well, there's nothing to think about, Grant. You'll complete the mission. If not, I'm afraid you're going to be the victim of a much more serious accident than this one. Shall we go, Natalie? Visiting hours are almost over.
This is David Hartman. Tomorrow on Good Morning America, Coretta Scott King and the Reverend Jesse Jackson. Remember Martin Luther King Jr. Also a rare conversation with Marlon Brando about Dr. King and racial equality on Good Morning America.
Tomorrow, following Benson, what happens when the class klutz becomes a computer genius? Herndon and Me, an ABC comedy special. And Saturday, a pill-using friend gets Vicky in trouble on the Love Boat, followed by Fantasy Island. Will Preacher turn his back on Jody? Watch The Edge of Night next. Now stay tuned for FYI and find out how you too can ride off into the sunset.